Well, I just woke up. I'm pretty exhausted. I look crazy. My allergies are making my face very puffy today. Yeah, can't do anything about that, but I think I'm gonna put myself together and then go to Walmart, I think, and go ahead and pick up the new bracket for my cell phone, and then also see if I can't find the little, I guess, thermometer. It would be the best way to put it. It had some other features on there as well, but it's mainly a thermometer. I checked the one in the back. It's a little discolored, but it's still working otherwise. But I got them in a 2-pack, so I'll probably just replace both of them if they have the same 2-pack. Otherwise, I'll see if they have a better one. I like the size of that one for the fit at the front dash area. It just makes it easier to be able to just look down. Okay, that's what's going on. And so, yeah, I'm trying to make sure that I don't need anything else, though. It's always difficult when you wake up and you're just kind of like, whoa. Feel kind of weird, but the show must go on, and I have a package that's going to be arriving tomorrow, so anytime after tomorrow I can technically leave. So I need to start planning ahead. I'm going to be staying at a couple of different places that I do have to actually kind of reserve. They're Harvest hosts, and I'll be showing you those on upcoming videos. I'm very excited about them, but in order for that to work out, I need to make sure I know what date I'm going to be there. And I don't want to rush myself and make myself crazy. So I just need to commit to the bit, so to speak. But Walmart, here I come. Okay, and we're off. First up though, I'm going to pop into the back. Oh, yep, some things fell. Okay, I've got to do some work in here for sure still. I need to get this finished. This is way better than it was though. For the time being, it's not a right now thing, but it will be a when I return thing. So it's coming along. It is coming along. I was kind of nervous about getting the last few things finished because like most of the stuff, oh, the allergies, wow, the allergies. Walking outside, it's just like it hits you. Whoo! It's going to be an interesting day to finish this project with this happening. Anyway, like I was saying though, I need to put my refrigerator in here, and then after that comes in, I can put all of this kind of stuff up on the roof. And some of the things that are in the back will be going up on the roof, and then everything has like a little puzzle place that it sits. I'm not going to use the organizer that I was using like up here this time. I'm going to try something different. And also, these boxes are actually Skin So Soft. My mom gave me these little towelettes and said, hey, these are supposed to be really good for mosquitoes. So I'm going to try them out while I'm on this journey because there's definitely going to be mosquitoes. Oh, will it work? I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to try. It's always about trying, and the van will come together. I need to do some dusting, which I've been putting off because this. But I do need to go ahead and get it all cleaned up. So I need to get some Clorox wipes because I'm out of Clorox wipes. I know a lot of people don't like them. They are the one thing that I can use that doesn't, for some reason, cause me issues. So I need to get some of those so I can do the entire front portion and wipe everything down really well. I'm also going to take my little duster from inside the house and use it in here just to kind of get anything that's loose kind of in the seams. We'll do all that whenever I get back, but yeah. I have a plan, and if my eyes will not start watering again, we'll actually be able to do this. Oh my goodness. Whatever is in the outside in Texas currently hates me. Point blank period. Lots of noises right now because things are not finished. I need to put a tab on the Ridge Monkey because the Ridge Monkey is what's making that noise because I didn't put a little thing to hold it down, and usually I have something on there so that way it doesn't rattle. I hate noises from the back. I normally don't have them. I work really hard to not have noises, but when I move things around, sometimes this happens. It just is what it is. Okay, we're here. Okay. I found the things I needed. Plus I got some things for my tiny home that I want to use on some upcoming projects. So you'll have to go over to Tiny Texas Living to see what those are. But now I've got some groceries and I have some things I need to work on with the van. So back to base camp I go. Okay, let's get started by taking this off, and it should just peel. Yeah, there it is. This is on here with the gel pad, so I'm gonna see if I can save the gel pad because I don't think I have any more of them. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and clean off all of this. Okay, everything's cleaned off now, and I'm gonna start off by opening up the thermometer and see if I can save this gel pad, I guess. There was so much dust, so much dust, and I still need to do the floor on this side. I do not have a shop vac here. I do have one at my parents' house. I may borrow it because, yuck. The road just gets my van pretty nasty, and so I try to go through and I clean it. The back stays pretty clean because I clean it every single day, but just getting in and out with shoes over and over and over. I sweep it like every couple days. It just doesn't matter. It does not matter, especially when I'm here in Texas. Everything just kind of collects to the bottom of your shoes, and it's just not desirable. This is the Accurate thermometer. They used to sell these 2 to a pack for like $9 or $10, and now they're 1 in a pack for $9. So I only got one of them, but this is the same kind that I had before. So I'm excited about using this, and it should give me a good idea as to how warm the front versus the back of the cab is, because I already have one of these in the back. There were a lot of different thermometer options at Walmart though. Like you can get them that show you the humidity, you can get them that show you the exterior temperature, the interior temperature, some that have alarms on them. Just lots of things. This is the most generic. That's all I need. It's just the generic one, like the super easy one. So into the package I go. Well, that's a fun injury to have because the plastic shattered. What is going on? I guess it just is what it is. And I'm just gonna have to be like, ooh, now, oh, it's starting to bleed. Yay. So it has a pull tab, and that turns it on apparently. There was also a screen protector. It says it's 79 degrees inside. So now here comes the real interesting part, is if I can get it to stay on the gel pad that's already there. Oh, I should have ordered some more of these. These things are awesome though. This thing is held up for a bit. So here's the old one with the gel pad, here's the new one, and now I just have to figure out if I can get the gel pad off without ruining it. Because I did cut this to size, I don't want it to stretch out a lot. So I'm just gonna very carefully pull back on it. Gel pads are awesome for van life because you can do so many different things with them. You can find them on Amazon, very inexpensive. Again, normally I would have just ordered some more, but I thought I had some left. I did not. That was my problem in the decision-making skills today. But I think I'm gonna be able to salvage this one. And you can actually wash these off and then use them again. I don't have the best of luck doing that. A lot of people do, but I have not. I just use these to kind of stabilize things. I don't trust them on the walls a lot because the van itself moves a lot. And so even though a lot of people do have really good success with that, I personally don't. But what I do is I just kind of cut it to fit, and then I push it down really, really well around the corners to make sure that it is fully there. And then I'm gonna adhere it, but I'm gonna wipe this section down too because there was a little dust that had gotten in under it. So I'm gonna do that. Then this should be easy, and easy peasy lemon squeezy, we're done with one job. Goodbye dust. Hello clean surface. Then I'm gonna let that dry, and then after it dries, then I'll be able to stick it right there, and it should work. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off, keeping myself nice and cool while I have been in here, and this should just push right here, and then I'll push it on there real tight, and that should be it. I should be able to see it well, and I can see it when I'm driving, even if my hands are here, and that way I can determine what the temperature actually is inside the van. That works. Okay, so this is gonna be the harder part. This was the monster mount. It just had this little suction cup base to it, and a head that you could turn in different directions. And after you suctioned it on there, you'd pop it down, and that was it. Easy enough. Except this thing right here did not have the best of magnet in it. So because of that, doesn't work unless I use this huge metal plate that then restricts me from being able to charge my phone on just like the seated charging thing. So I found this guy. There were several at Walmart yet again. So I had to really comb through them and figure out which one I thought would be best. And then I also cross-referenced that with various reviews. This one, for the price, seems to have the best results. I hope it works out. This is the Magic mount, and it is just a phone mount that has a suction cup on it. I figured this was the easiest to install. It was less than $20, and the one thing I do find a little concerning is the fact that no one seems to have it directioned the way that I would put it. So like before, I just had it stuck to the dash and then it'd pop out. This one's taller, and so they have it either mounted upward on the glass, which I don't want to do, or they have it popping out from the dash, which I also realistically don't want to do. So I don't know if this is going to work out or not. I have no idea, but I'm going to have to turn off my van and thus lose the air so that I can find out, just so that I can use a key to open it. I'm hoping that through installing this one that I can have hands-free again, because I don't want my phone flying around. That was one of the main reasons why I put in one of these, is so my phone's not just like flopping around. I also need to be able to access it easily, but in a safe way when driving. So for example, if I have a map up, I can put it into my van. That's no problem. However, if something were to happen and I needed the phone, I need to be able to just grab it and have it. Does that make sense? So having it where it's an easy access thing, and where when I get in the van, I can just throw it onto the mount. Okay, here we go. Is really important for me. There are a few interesting things like this. This is just a 3M piece that I'm assuming it sticks to, but I don't know because I don't see instructions yet. Then there's this, which I'm assuming is the plate that goes into my phone. This is a different kind of plate, so supposedly I can stick this in the bottom portion of... No, this is not the plate. What is this? I don't know. There is some little instruction thing in here though, so that's good because I didn't see it anywhere else in the box, so I was kind of concerned. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of read through and figure all this out and then see if I can get it mounted. Wish me luck. This could take a minute. Okay, definitely having some struggles. The problem is this mount doesn't have an adjustable head. It just doesn't. So even though it's really good, the angles of my dash are kind of strange. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and fashion the monster mount with the plate and the better magnet from this group. That's just what I'm gonna have to do. And in order to be able to film while I'm sitting here, I'm having to kind of prop it up, interestingly, but for now that will work. I will end up having to get a different mount at some point. All of the ones that I did see at Walmart, however, that had the clips on them were not good. They were rated very poorly. They were rated that they spring very easily, so I don't want to do that. So back to the drawing board I go, and I'll probably end up ordering something off of Amazon. I hate that I wasted money because even though I'm able to use the items from it, so technically I guess that's not a waste, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. So it is kind of what it is, and I'm going to keep this mount, and I may be able to use it later. I'm going to just put it back in the box along with the extra like little protector and stuff, and then I'm fine. I'm fine. Some projects work out, others don't. The monster mount has been great, but the one thing that was the failure point on it was the fact that for it to have that stronger magnet device, it had to be on my other phone on the outside. This one also has to be on the outside, but the magnet portion of it is much stronger, so the draw and the attraction is better. It's hard to explain, but it's going to work out, I think. So this part's done. Everything worked out, nothing fell. That's good. And now I can go take care of my thumb. Yeah, that part. Is this exactly how I envisioned it? No, it is not, but that is so typically how van life works, so I am fine. As long as I can make it work, it's an easy adjustment, and I now have this other one that I might be able to use in a different vehicle, like my parents' vehicle, or potentially like in a future rig. I keep all the things that I don't end up using because I can use them later for something, and that's come true in so many instances, so many instances. With that said, time to go get the fridge.